Backyard Bullion here. Now today we are going to be talking a little bit about coin hunting and some of the ridiculousness which I have observed now that I am a kind of business seller, VAT registered, when it comes to perhaps selling some of the coins that you are coin hunting for. It's no secret that I like to coin hunt. It's also no secret that we like to sell things and make a bit of profit. And when we find a jackpot pile of 10p coins like this, all of them the special alphabet G from the Royal Mint, then we are laughing, you might think. But we'll talk a little bit more about that in the future because it's not quite as easy and plain as you might think. Now, we have this 10p album. We'll show you that one last. I love coin hunting. I really do. It's nice to be able to collect the different varieties, and part of the fun of the hobby is that it's basically self-sustaining because you're not really spending any more money than the coins that you keep, and if you get duplicates, some of them can be worth a fair amount of money that you can then sell on for a bit of profit. And that's essentially what we were doing for the last couple of years, and we've very nearly finished our 50p album here. We just need the elusive Kew Gardens and this Isaac Newton. It's amazing I haven't found one of those yet. Really wish I'd had one. So yeah, and it's not just UK coins. I mean, I dabbled in collecting state quarters. We've got the two different state quarter maps here. These are almost too big to put on the camera. Need it at a higher tripod level. But I really enjoy doing these, and this one is completed. These are all of the state quarters, and then we're ongoing with the national park quarters collection as well. But those aren't really for profit or anything. These are just because I quite enjoy coins and I quite enjoy all of the different collectors. So we're not really going to have a look at those, but what I observed was we got a few bags of 10p coins to do some 10p coin hunting, and the first video that we filmed, we didn't actually release it, we found absolutely nothing, zip, nada, not a single fun 10p in there. So I was thinking about this, and I saw a couple of different videos out there about why there weren't very many of these out there, and it's because there's not very many in circulation, and the vast majority of them get snapped up to put in folders just like this. And then a deal came up from the Royal Mint whereby you could buy the entire collection for approximately £1.50 a coin, including the folder, which I thought was a fantastic deal, considering the individual coins were selling on eBay from anywhere from £1.50 to £2.50 per coin, or even more for some of them. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to jump on that. I think these are really cool. And as a bit of a collection, as a bit of something to enjoy, very much enjoying that. But I'd already got a bunch of bags of 10p coins, and my local post office guru, he's a legend. Don't know if he watches my videos, but he's an absolute superstar. I came in one day and he said, I've got a couple of bags of 10p's you might be interested in. We opened them up and they were all G's, all alphabet G's, and my gosh, we were like, we've just hit the jackpot. Literally, we just hit the jackpot, because each of these is going for like £1.50 on eBay. That's 15 times the value of the money that you've spent to get the G coins themselves. And G, by the way, stands for Greenwich Mean Time, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you're thinking, in total we had 190 of these. I've given a couple away to friends and family, but we had 190. So if you do 190 multiplied by 15, that's maths I can't even do quickly in my head. Let's just do it on my calculator. 15 times 190. In theory, that's £2,000 profit. Or no, £258 profit, because there's a decimal point in there. And that's just bonkers. So we were like, oh, brilliant. Okay, let's look to sell these. However, it's come at the same time that we in the Backyard Bullion household, well, I say we in the household, it's me individually, is now registered for VAT, for charging sales tax on things that we sell as part of our business. So, and I've made a video about this before, about how, you know, keeping things separate from business investments, business trades and private personal investments is quite important. So I guess part of this video is to say that I have some great pride and enjoyment coming out of all of these 10p G coins, because you know, if I do try and sell these right now, I have to pay the taxman for them. And this is part of the ridiculousness that I've been thinking about here So I, of course, ever the shrewd businessman, wanted to do a bit of maths to work out whether or not there's a bit of money to be made on these. And not only just a little bit of money to be made on them, but, it's good to be able to get your seller details out to new customers. So if we sold these on eBay, that's every time someone buys one, that's another customer with my details, and they can hopefully buy some of the hand-poured silver and things like that. Makes good business sense. Until you realise the following. So these are 10p coins. They cost us 10p to buy. Now, the average selling price on eBay is around about, I'd say, £1.70. So £1.70 seems like fantastic deal. 10p turns into 170. Well, yes, but you lose 17p from eBay fees. You then lose PayPal fees, which is like 0.3%, about 0.3%, 0.35% of the value, and then it's plus 20p. So it works out at something like 30p. Then you've got to post the actual coin out to somebody, which is going to be at least 61p for us here in the UK. But most likely, if you're going to, not just put it in an envelope, you're going to put it in something that's a bit thicker. It's going to cost you 83p. So you add those up, and all of a sudden, your £1.70 is not looking quite so good. So we've got 17p plus 30p plus 83 is £1.30, which leaves 40p left over, which is still a very good profit, you might say. But for me, so we've got 40p left in the kitty. But for me, I have to charge VAT for a UK customer. So if I've sold it for £1.70, I've actually sold it for £1. Well, whatever £1 something is multiplied by 1.2 equals £1.70, if that makes sense. So we do 1.5 times 1.2, so it's about 1.45 times 1.2. Yes, it's roughly 1.43. So I then lose another 30p, or about 34p, I think it is. So I end up with 6p profit. Only 6p profit on every 10p, and that's assuming that they go for £1.70. If they go for less than that, of course, you lose money. So it's just a bit ridiculous, really. And some of the people out there who I put a forum post up about this, and they were talking about all of the different issues around doing business in the UK, and it's just really it's ridiculous in my opinion that there are so many pitfalls for any kind of entrepreneurial person in the UK who wants to go and try and make some money to be able to actually go and do that. Now, I appreciate that this is just for selling individual coins. Of course, if you sell lots of them, a lot of them, not lots of them. If you sell a lot of 5, then of course the average cost of the postage per item is reduced drastically, as well as the PayPal fees. But at the end of the day, it's still quite a lot of work. And when people want to buy these, they don't want to buy 5 of them. They want to buy just one of them for their collection, like I have here with my folder. So it's just a bit stupid. It's just a bit ridiculous. And it sort of irks me a little bit that we live in a world where, this kind of entrepreneurial spirit and, the government basically wanting to have a piece of your success is just really frustrating. And not only, so this is the ridiculousness of it all as well. So if you do make your 6p profit, you have to give 30% of that away in tax and national insurance, or even more if your business is earning even more than that. And if you are set up as a limited company, of course, you have to pay corporation tax on that, and then you have to take the money out of the business. So, it's just, there's so many stupid things out there about this. So that leads me to kind of think and wonder about all of these 10p's and what we're going to do with them. And yeah, theoretically there's a little bit of profit perhaps to be had in them, but we don't really, it's just too ridiculous and too much hard work. So what we're going to be doing with these 10p's is we are going to be giving them away in our hand-poured silver orders. So if you place an order of hand-poured silver, for every £10 worth of your order, you'll get one free G 10p coin. So it's our little way of being able to get them out there as a bit of a promotional item. So if you want to have these, and you want to support our channel and everything that we do as well, then you can purchase the hand-poured silver and get a couple or even more of these little G coins. And, as I've demonstrated, each one is worth, £1.50, £2. So hopefully you guys can profit off these better than perhaps we could. So if you are interested in those, I have set up a little code which gives you a 1p discount on my items, but it'll allow me to use that to recognise who's ordered what with the Gs. But to be honest, we're just going to stick a G in every single parcel if you order something anyway until we run out. So yeah, actually, do you know what? I'm probably just going to do that rather than have any kind of code. So ignore what I just said there about having a discount code. If you order anything through our website, we'll stick some G coins in there, one for every £10 worth. So go crazy. You can have all of them if you want to spend all that money. But yeah, ridiculousness of doing business in the UK is self-evident, and that just really frustrates me. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about that here today. But one thing is for sure is we are still going to endeavour to do some coin hunting, and Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I will be back in the near future with this bag of constitutional silver. So these are the cool coins to actually have a rummage through and find. These are the ones which are worth real money. So we'll be back doing those in the near future. So we've got to see a Walking Liberty already in there. Look at that. Yes, so if you want to hear the comedy duo that is Mrs. Backyard Bullion being frog marched into doing coin hunting with me, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that alarm bell and you can get a notification when those videos go live. Otherwise, that is about all I have to say. Thank you all for watching. I'd love to know your thoughts on these 10p these G coins. I'd also love to know your thoughts on selling them and making profit on them and the ridiculousness of selling on eBay. If you're a seller on eBay regularly and you have to deal with all of these issues, then do let us know down in the comment section. Otherwise, have a fantastic weekend ahead. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.